What if the entire story we've been telling ourselves about the Lakers' future is only half the truth? What if the public calm, the smiles and practice photos, the easygoing interviews, the everything's fine from the front office, is hiding a decision that could redefine not just this season, but the very end of an icon's career? And what if that decision has already been made, even if no one is saying it out loud? Welcome to Lakers News Fan Report, where we pull apart the headlines and dig into the shadows to see what might really be going on. Smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. The buzz around Los Angeles this summer has been different. It hasn't been loud or chaotic, it's been a slow burn, a hum beneath the noise of free agency, summer league, and international tournaments. And at the center of that hum is one name, one figure whose shadow looms over every decision the Lakers make: LeBron James. Now, if you've been watching the offseason closely, you've probably noticed the same thing everyone else has: LeBron's absence from the spotlight. Sure, he's earned his rest after 21 grueling NBA seasons. But when a player of his magnitude stays this quiet, fans can't help but start connecting dots. Was it a coincidence that he wasn't present at Luka Doncic's contract extension press conference with the Lakers? Was it simply a veteran taking personal time? Or was it a subtle sign that he's keeping his distance from the team's public commitments? Officially, all the major voices are telling us there's nothing to worry about. The Athletic reports there's no internal buzz about a potential departure. LeBron hasn't asked for a trade, hasn't requested a buyout. Rich Paul, his longtime agent and one of his closest friends, insists that no conversations about an exit have even taken place. Rob Pelinka himself has gone on record saying every interaction with LeBron and his camp has been positive, open, and supportive. On paper, that sounds like stability. But in sports, especially in the NBA, public calm often hides private storms. Could this be one of those times where the truth is more complicated than the press releases make it seem? Let's set the stage. LeBron is heading into his 41st birthday this December. He's defied age and logic, still producing at an elite level. But even the greatest careers have a finish line. The Lakers have built a roster that, on paper, should be more dangerous than last year's. Luka Doncic is not just a generational talent, he's a player whose style could complement LeBron perfectly. The front office has made key offseason moves to shore up depth, and the Western Conference landscape is as loaded as it's ever been. But here's the thing, the presence of Luka changes the balance. Could LeBron be quietly preparing to hand over the reins, playing one more season at full tilt before stepping aside? Is it possible that his silence this summer is less about uncertainty and more about acceptance? That he's already chosen his timeline? Fans are split. Some believe this offseason lull is nothing more than a well-earned break for a veteran who has nothing left to prove. Others think the lack of public commitment hints at a bigger decision looming. And then there's the wild card, the possibility that LeBron is leaving the door open for a major twist. Could he decide mid-season that the Lakers' window has closed and push for a move? Could this be the beginning of his final act in Los Angeles, with the final curtain dropping sooner than we expect? From a numbers standpoint, LeBron is still producing at a level that demands attention. He's averaging over 25 points per game, contributing rebounds, assists, leadership, and an unmatched understanding of how to win. But the Lakers roster is evolving, the younger core is growing, the system is adjusting to Luka's style, and the team's identity is shifting. For years, the Lakers have been built around LeBron's gravity: every play, every possession, every lineup designed with him at the center. Now, for the first time since he arrived in 2018, there's a sense that the franchise is preparing for life after LeBron while he's still here. Some insiders believe this is the ideal transition year. Luka takes on more of the offensive load, the younger players step into bigger roles, and LeBron becomes the ultimate closer, a player who doesn't have to carry the regular season burden, but is still the difference maker when the games matter most. It's a role that could extend his career, keep him healthy, and set the stage for one last deep playoff run. But if that's the plan, why not say it out loud? Why keep the fan base guessing? Maybe because ambiguity keeps the pressure off. Or maybe because the truth, whatever it is, isn't something the Lakers want to unveil just yet. And then there's the competitive fire. LeBron has always been motivated by legacy, by the chase for greatness. Staying in Los Angeles gives him a chance to cement that legacy with another championship alongside Luka, to show the league that the pairing wasn't just a flashy headline, but a true basketball marriage. On the other hand, if the Lakers stumble early, could that competitive drive push him to seek a better shot elsewhere? Could this season be a test, with the results determining whether LeBron's future remains tied to Los Angeles or takes an unexpected turn? For now, every sign points to him staying. The front office is all in. The roster is loaded. Chemistry is building in practice. Pelinka's words are confident. Rich Paul's stance is steady. But the NBA is unpredictable. We've seen superstars pledge loyalty in the morning and pack their bags by nightfall. We've seen untouchable cores get dismantled after one bad playoff run. The question for the Lakers isn't just whether LeBron will finish his career here, it's whether they can make this season so compelling, so competitive, that he wouldn't even think about leaving. What's undeniable is that the stakes have never been higher. At 41, every season is precious. Every chance at a title could be the last. And for the Lakers, the margin for error is razor-thin in a Western Conference where even the smallest slip can send you tumbling down the standings. Luka's presence raises the ceiling, but it also changes the dynamic. The team's ability to blend their styles, manage minutes, and keep egos in check will be critical. If they get it right, we could be looking at one of the most formidable duos in modern NBA history. If they get it wrong, well, that's where the speculation about LeBron's future will turn from whispers in the headlines. So, Lakers fans, here we are caught between reassurance and uncertainty, between public statements of stability and the private possibility of change. The question that matters isn't just what LeBron has decided now, it's what he might decide 6 months from now, when the season's grind has tested everything from chemistry to championship potential. Is this the start of one last legendary ride, or the prelude to a surprising farewell? But what do you think about all of this? Personally, as a Lakers supporter, I believe that while the signs right now point toward LeBron staying, the real story will be written during the season itself. His legacy in Los Angeles is still being shaped, and this year could define it for better or worse. I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. If you're as hyped as I am for Lakers News Fan Report, smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of the drama in purple and gold, because the next phase of this conversation isn't just about LeBron James staying put, it's about what that means for the shape of this roster, the chemistry in the locker room, and the battles ahead in one of the most loaded Western Conferences we've ever seen. LeBron at 41 is still putting up over 25 points, pulling down rebounds, and dishing assists like a player 10 years younger. But the dynamic shifts when you pair him with Luka Doncic as the new face of the franchise. Could this mean a complete reimagining of the offensive flow, where Luka becomes the primary initiator and LeBron transitions into a lethal secondary playmaker and closer? Is it possible that we're about to see a version of LeBron freed from the nightly grind of carrying an offense, preserving his legs for the postseason where every possession is life or death? Fans are wondering if this could be the turning point in not just LeBron's role, but in the entire identity of the Lakers. Look at the ripple effects on the rotation alone. Austin Reeves, who has quietly become one of the league's most efficient secondary scorers, might find himself in more catch-and-shoot situations than ever before. With Luka drawing double teams and LeBron spotting mismatches, could Reeves' three-point percentage climb even higher with these kinds of looks? And then there's Bronny James's development arc just got infinitely more interesting. How does a rookie guard, still learning the league's speed, absorb wisdom from his father on the court while also adapting to Luka's unique rhythm? The optics of a father-son pairing on the same team have dominated headlines, but the tactical implications are just as fascinating. Bronny could become the glue piece in certain small ball lineups, defending quick guards while both Luka and LeBron orchestrate the offense from different angles. And let's not pretend the rest of the West isn't watching. Denver still has Nikola Jokic anchoring their offense, and you can bet they're studying film right now to figure out how to disrupt the LeBron-Luka duo. Could the Thunder, fresh off last year's playoff surge, be the team most motivated to counter this Lakers bill? The idea of a postseason rematch where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander tries to pick apart the Lakers, defense anchored by Anthony Davis and supported by two generational playmakers, should make every basketball purist's heart race. Some insiders believe this Lakers roster, if healthy, could actually match up better against the defending champions than last year's version did, purely because of the offensive versatility and passing combinations now available. Off the court, the noise is growing louder. Magic Johnson tweeted that the current roster has the potential to make history if they stay locked in, which sent social media into a frenzy. Former Lakers big man Javale McGee commented on a podcast that a LeBron-Luka pairing is the kind of thing you don't want to see on the other side of the floor in May, a line that's already making the rounds among fans hungry for validation. Analysts are split, though some point to Luka's usage rate and LeBron's age as reasons for caution, arguing that both stars will need to compromise more than they ever have if this partnership is going to work deep into the playoffs. Strategically, the Lakers could now lean into more half-court sets, where Luka's pace control meets LeBron's surgical decision-making. But that raises another question: what happens to the Lakers' fast-break identity last season? When the Lakers were able to push the tempo, they were one of the top transition-scoring teams in the league. Could this mean a reduction in that, or will they find a way to blend Luka's methodical brilliance with LeBron's still elite open court instincts? Anthony Davis becomes the ultimate X factor here if he stays healthy and plays with the kind of defensive dominance we saw in stretches last season. The Lakers' front court could suffocate opponents on defense while their backcourt manipulates every offensive possession. We also can't ignore the psychological impact on their rivals. The Clippers, already dealing with their own roster questions, now have to prepare for two of the best passers in the league sharing the floor. Golden State, forever a measuring stick for the Lakers in the West, suddenly has to plan for defending actions that could pull Stephen Curry into switches against bigger, stronger playmakers. Even Phoenix, with their high-powered scoring trio, might find themselves scrambling to match the Lakers' size and vision in playoff settings. But the beauty and the danger of this situation lies in the unknown. Could this finally be the year where the Lakers find the perfect balance between star power and depth? Is it possible that this roster, built around a 41-year-old legend and a 26-year-old superstar, could actually redefine what a championship contender looks like? Or are we staring at a high-stakes experiment that could implode if egos, injuries, or fatigue get in the way? Personally, I think the answer will come down to how LeBron embraces the subtle shift in power. If he truly leans into the role of closer, mentor, and tactical weapon rather than all-night workhorse, this could unlock a version of the Lakers we've never seen before, one that blends generational passing, elite size, and championship experience into a team no one wants to face in a 7-game series. And if Luka, in turn, absorbs some of LeBron's leadership and defensive discipline, the ceiling is even higher. Now, as the season heats up, what will define LA's destiny? Flawless chemistry between the basketball savants, or the cracks that appear when too much expectation meets too little time? Personally, as a die-hard Lakers supporter, I believe this team is sitting on a powder keg of potential that could either explode into another banner for the rafters or fizzle into one of the league's great what-ifs. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, share your thoughts, and subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report so you never miss another explosive update.